Overhyped anime. Kill La Kill is one to check out. I got done watching 3 episodes of it, and kind of have mixed feelings about it. The show takes place in an academy, and God knows where. I really have no clue where its setting is at. But it's this gigantic school that is surrounded by the boonies or something like that. And pretty much their goal in mind is to make an entire army of super students with great, powerful, star-powered uniforms. I really don't get that, but roll with it, guys. That's the overall power source of this show, is star power. Anyways, the show takes place there and revolves around a character who's a transfer student into the school, known as Ryoku Mia something. I can't remember her last name, but her name's Ryoku. Pretty much the only character I can really remember the name, and it goes by so fast that I can't really keep track of the names. But she wants to find her father's killer, and the only lead that she has is the scissor sword that she got when the killer used that sword on her father. And she's trying to look for the other girl or other person that has the other half of the sword and kick her ass, pretty much. So she goes to the academy to find the head honcho of the school and find out any information about this other sword-wielding half that matches her own sword. She attempts to get to her, gets beat up real bad by the other students, and then later finds this sailor outfit made by her father that can only be turned on or charged by tasting her blood. Again, this is a little bit unusual, and she cuts down some of the students real bad. She goes through battles for the club presidents. First the boxer, then the tennis president. Whips him pretty bad, and tries to get closer and closer to fighting against the head honcho. She does very well for a while, until, the suit drains most of her blood. That's the only issue with her suit. The overall tone of the show, quite honestly, is very, very over-the-top, obnoxious, and just straight-up violence thrown at your face. It gets props for having really good animation. Some of the fight scenes are really well done, if you could call it that, but it's pretty much supposed to be bigger than imagination itself, and the fights do get pretty intense. Pretty much like throwing a dude across the entire school and pretty much beating the living shit out of them. Man. However, the show really suffers when it's really trying to put in a plot towards the entire thing, and it pretty much goes downhill when the voice actors talk. There is so much going on that it's really hard to keep track of, and each scene after the other really rushes it fast, and pretty much gives me whiplash every time they change up a scene that I don't even have time to read the subtitles, which is a little bit helpful. The subtitles really give me a in-depth analysis on what's going on. But the overall tone of the show really puts me down, especially with the story concept of it. And I'm trying real hard to understand it and really grasp the overall sympathy for the show, but it's, again, the obnoxious humor and need for fan service really puts me off. I do like a show that has fan service a little bit, but it takes fan service for this one show and turns it up to 11. Every single scene, panty shot, booby shot, obscure up the skirt shot, man, it just everywhere. I just want to keep track of the story, people. Man. This show does remind me, though, of Gurren Lagann and Panty and Stocking, with the same obnoxious attitude to it, although Gurren Lagann had a better storyline to keep up, and the pacing was better, but its obnoxious and very overtoned action really kept it interesting with its spiral power. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was made by the same guys as Gurren Lagann. Maybe. I don't know. But Penny and Stocking as well. They had fan service and overactive action scenes when it needed to have it. But mostly it was a show that was pretty much made to make fun of some American icons that they wanted to put in and really humor Americans. The fan service base, however, reminds me a lot of High School of the Dead and Freezing, if you count the fact that when they hit each other, a layer of clothing gets torn off. It doesn't have that much of it, except when Ryoku wins the battle and pretty much hits them as hard as he can, to the point where it rips all of their clothes off. And when they do that, she gets a fragment of life threads or whatever. I really don't know what's going on with that, but it kept me entertained for a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to be watching it for much longer, especially with how loud, how whiplashy it is with all the scenes, and the constant fan service really distracted me from the story. I gave it a shot. It's not my take on it, but a lot of you people who like that kind of stuff, check it out. It's worth a watch. It's anime, so can't get any crazier than that. If you want to leave a comment, please tell me what you think about the new Kill La Kill show down at the bottom, and hope to see you on the next anime first impressions. Alright, check you guys later.